Incredible greetings. Hello, everyone. Incredible greetings. Hello, 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 hello. I got to pause like this and just smile. I'm waiting for the notifications because however you look when that notification goes out is the thumbnail that it puts on that video. And I don't want to look crazy. So we're going to just smile and smile and smile until all the notifications go out. Okay, I saw them come across. We should be good now. All right. Let's make sure that. Oh my gosh. I'm not smiling on this thumbnail, and my eyeball looks like this. I swear, Facebook, they be doing the most. They be doing the most. Okay. I don't appreciate the thumbnail that came up. I'm sitting here just smiling, and I'm like, that's how I look. What kind of mess? So wrong. So wrong. Oh, wow. Okay, so let's go ahead and change this to public. Then let's go ahead and share this out because it's so disrespectful. Oh, come on. Do you know the muffin? Okay, do you know where? All right. Did you guys catch this morning's live video? Who was on this morning? I think that was amazing. If you have not watched this morning's live, I need you to go because it's encouraging. Let me know how many wins you have based off of the examples given. We will do that again. If I can do that every Thursday, Thriving Thursday, it's supposed to be on Wednesday, but Thursday will work, whatever day it is. And we will have different wins every single week. So we started off real easy, some easy wins to check off and say, yep, that's me, that's me, that's me. But it will, progressively get a little bit more complicated as the weeks go. So I'm excited about that one. So make sure. So yeah, someone says that they did not get a chance to watch that one. You're moving into a new spot. Perfectly, that's a good thing. Congratulations on the move. But make sure you guys go back and watch that, okay? All right, so what was I doing? Oh, I was sharing out. And this disrespectful Facebook got me looking crazy. I know you. Well, I'm not crazy. Got me looking crazy. Alrighty, let's go. Ooh, 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 ooh. Pick a side. The only double lines we cross are double shots. Ooh, 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 ooh. Wait. You just got pain, make it rain in the tree. Look around. Look around, everybody on me. It's me and my crew. Big energy. I watch that so much on TikTok. Feel like I know that. Definitely no blues routine. All right, there we go. Also, if you click on Shakeya Lavelle on Facebook, there's actually quite a few good memories that happened today within like different years and stuff like that. So go check that out too, because I actually shared some memories from, before with some really great information. One of them, screen print transfers. If you ever wondered about those, want to see how fast it was for me to make those shirts with those screen print transfers, definitely go check that out. All right. Don't laugh at me in my miniature Beyonce concert, Alrighty, let me go over here and start my. I got to get another device or figure out. There was somebody. No disrespect, but I wouldn't. There was someone that did. What's that thing? Whichever streaming service they use, they were actually able to be on TikTok and Instagram from that same one. I got to figure out my streaming key for those. All right, so live at 5 with the professor. Try to move it in front a little bit more because I feel like TikTok is always looking at my profile, but that's okay. All right, so hello, everyone. I am Shakeya, the Professor of HSINK365. We are the home of Honestly Speaking, and welcome to Live at 5. I started a little bit late because I got a call, but welcome to Live at 5. Not that. At some point here, I plan to have scheduled sessions. I'm trying to, and then like that way you guys will know what time I will be on, whether it's a morning session, afternoon, or evening session. So I'm working on it. I really am working on it. That way you kind of know. Let's log into the professor. But I can tell you, it won't be every week. It just won't be every week. I cannot. I am not in a position in my life where I can commit to being on at a certain time every single day of the week because things change, and in business having to deal with calls. If a design runs a little bit later and it's like me designing makes me money, being live has the potential to make me money if you guys go to our website and purchase a product or a class or a service. But if it's just me doing a live like this and no one likes and no one goes to the website, that's not guaranteed money. But me designing and finishing up an order, that is guaranteed money. So sometimes I can't go live if I'm doing money making tasks. So I'm going to try for like every 2 weeks to start off. We're going to see how that goes. But I'm going to try. I know in September, we are going to have Caesar September because I need to finally crack open and learn my Caesar Romeo. So we're going to have dedicated days for that. You guys just go on the journey of me learning a new program and machine. So you guys will get to go on that journey. They will not be like tutorials. I don't know it. I'm to have to figure it out. So you guys are going to watch me figure it out. But anywho, we are the home of Honestly Speaking. We carry Submation paper, Submation ink, Pigment ink. And we also have 365 Creative Academy, all of our classes, like the one that we're having tonight. I promise y'all, I'm not going to hold y'all too long because I have to relax before my 7 o'clock session because I am determined to also, I'm trying to get better about my life, okay? I'm determined to start right at 7 o'clock. So the room will open up at 6:45, and I plan to get into the nitty gritty of the training at 7. Working on some things, okay? So I'm not going to keep y'all long, but I wanted to come on and do my regular old Q&A. Yesterday I wasn't able to. Wednesday, because it's like hump day. Happy hump day, as Gabe from Gabe Babe TV will always say. And I like to do them on those days, like the middle of the week. Was not able to do that yesterday. So here we are for Live at 5, Q&A style with the professor. I see that we do have a question over on TikTok already. So, hey, let's get into it. go ahead, drop your questions, drop your topics. If you just want to know my perspective on things, pick my brain about something, the floor is yours. All right. If I am able to help, I'm going to answer it for you. All right. So let's go over here because it's very rare that we get a question from TikTok, like one of the first ones. So let's go over here and see what y'all talking about over on TikTok. So it says, I know you teach silhouette. Do you have any videos on how to cut faux leather with the Cameo 3? I personally have never cut faux leather. All like if it's like the kind that you just get from the fabric store and stuff like that, like it normally doesn't work. When it comes to any of the cutting machines, like you really, well, I mean, now they have the rotary cutter, but like the one that's just like just a regular fabric, normally the ones that's made for craft machines will have some type of stabilizer on it because it can fray. So one of the suggestions that I can make with cutting it, just having experience with cutting fabrics in general, is you want to put some type of basically like stabilizer on the back. You can do that with freezer paper, because if you don't know, if one the waxy side of freezer paper, once you go and you heat that up so you can use a regular iron, you put that to it. So that way it gives a layer to cut through and it does not fray. It is going to be better if you have a Cameo 3. So you can't use the craft blade. Also depends on how thick it is. It can't be too thick. If it is thick, you are going to have to do several cuts. One cut through it is not going to do it. You don't want to cut too deep into it and try and like force it through. You want to do a couple of shallow cuts, but you want to either fuse freezer paper to the back and then put that on your mat. Or if you're going to press it to something, you can put heat and bond on the back. So put the heat and bond on there, try to leave the paper on there and then cut through it. But how thick it is, you are going to have to do several cuts. So if you were trying to do it in just one pass, I can guarantee you right now, not going to work. Not going to happen, Captain. Okay? You're very welcome. All right. Let's see. Oh, the heck was that? It's a flash. I've been going live tinting on my Instagram. Pretty fun when people come on to chat. Let's see. Oh, and I forgot my hey, just say. There we go. It's up there. I almost missed that one. Let's just go say hello to everyone. So hello, incredible greetings. Let's see. Hey, Danny. We'll look forward to seeing you this evening. Do you miss me yet? I have no idea who this is. I have no idea who that is. I have to go over here and see who that is. Obviously, it's from one of my Facebook groups, but I don't know which one. And because you haven't given StreamYard permission, I have no idea whose name that is. Let's see who that is. It's not showing me a notification for that. Okay, so it's not in Silaholics Anonymous group. Let's see. Is it in the student union? It's not in the student union. That means it has to be in Honestly Speaking. Oh, hello, cousin. Of course I do. You can still call me though. All righty. So let's see. Where were we? Incredible greetings. Hey, Professor. That's my city girl. Period. All righty. Let's see. Incredible greetings from Birmingham. How art thou? All right, let's see over here. Any other questions? All right. So you guys know how this goes. This morning, I talked to you for a whole hour. Okay. Whole hour. You got me where I didn't ask you. I asked you some questions, but it was just kind of a response to certain things. Didn't leave it up to you. You got me for a whole hour. I gave you a whole dedicated, planned out topic, even though I left my notebook home. Those are set up like that. I do these as a way to answer your questions that you may have where you can get it in real time. And if you need clarity, be able to follow it up with another question. So if you guys have no questions for me, hey, these will be cut short. Like I'm going to really be intent, like really start to do that where I know, how can I say? I know that sometimes the notification doesn't go out. So I try to stay on for those who like, because sometimes I'll see comments and I was like, they just missed me live. And then they'll post their question. I'm like, oh crap, I'm off live now. So I try to stay on for a little bit just so that, the algorithm can be algorithming and people can get on. And not just go off of like the initial batch of people that come on. But if after a while I see that, the numbers go up, down, and, they're fluctuating and there's still no questions, we'll just go ahead and end the live. And in that case, I will probably delete the live because it's really no point in having it sit up because someone's going to click on it to watch it and there's going to be no context there. So yeah, these sessions are designed to help you guys with whatever you need in designing, in understanding design software, troubleshooting, questions about products, questions about printers, questions about business, marketing, all the things. Okay. And if you missed the live this morning, it's a must go back and watch. Hello, incredible greetings. Thank you for joining. These may go to just once a month. These sessions may go to just once a month. Madam CJ Walker. Incredible greetings. It's 5:21 here. Normally after 5, or we're more like 5:30, I start saying evening instead of afternoon. So I'm just going to say greetings for now because I don't know what time zone you're in. Uh-oh. Hello, how art thou? Incredible greetings. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. This is our live at 5 with Shakeya the Professor, your resident silhouette studio instructor. Epson printer whisperer, because baby, the amount of questions I normally get about Epson printers and like just seeing some of you guys' comments and stuff in groups and having to help you figure that out, it's just crazy. I really feel like the Epson whisperer. And just business and for startup businesses. So if you have questions, feel free to pick your girl's brain. And we'll go from there. I got a question for you. So I'll start off with the question. How many of you guys think that Silhouette Studio, like you view it as only a program to use with the Cameo machine? Like when you think of Silhouette, you instantly go to Silhouette Cameo and think that that's what that program is for, and you can only use it with the cutting machine. Okay, so I have a question. I have been having problems getting my designs to show up in print preview. What do you mean you've been having an issue with, like, there's nothing there, or you're saying that it's cut off? What do you mean having the designs to show up in print preview? I need a little bit more context. What do you guys think? How many guys have heard of Illustrator, and what do you think that is for? Nothing is there. That's something I definitely would need to see. But you really don't, like, if it's just a silhouette preview, As long as, okay, let's go. Are you sure that you have your design page set up and your design is actually on the design page? Let me flip over to here because I have a couple questions for you. Got a couple questions for you. I can't keep up. Every time I try and catch up on a live, a new one comes up. I enjoy every live. So what, you were watching the one from this morning? Yes, I actually have my notebook for tonight. Let's see. So you know for sure that you have your design page set up. It's just not showing up. Okay, so if you hit print, have you gone and actually, even though you don't see anything, have you hit print and waited for your, what is that thing? Your like your print settings, like the regular print settings, and then you print it out. Have you done that? And does your paper come out blank? Oh, very important. Is this like just text that you have designed and you put a colored outline on it? Or is this like you took a picture of Ronald McDonald and put it on the page, or you have like a Tumblr wrap and it's not printing out? It does not print anything. Okay, so now the next question. Okay, so this is why. All right. If you just have an outline on it, line colors do not print. That means that there's nothing there. The only way something will print, you have to either fill it in with the color, or for your line color, you have to add a point size to it. So line color is just, there's a couple different benefits to being able to change the line color. Just being able to select things by line color, and also under cut setting, there is an option to cut based off of the line color. So you can choose to have one setting cut very deep, cut all the way through. Another setting will end up doing a kiss cut. So that's more of like, it's very convenient for cutting. If you're printing it out, you have to add weight to it because it's set to 0. You will see it on the screen, but it will not print out. Told y'all, I can look, you answer my questions, I can figure out anything for you and answer your question. So if you go and do that and you change the point size even to just 1, you'll see it on the print preview and it will print out. Okay, so I see some of the answers in the mic about other programs. Only one person answered about the Illustrator. She also mentioned Photoshop. When it comes to those, those are programs like Illustrator, Photoshop, Affinity, Corel Draw, Flexi, Inkscape, Procreate. These are programs that people think are just like, oh, these are just regular design softwares. They're not associated with anything, and you can do any and everything in these softwares. Well, guess what? Silhouette Studio is the exact same way. It is a vector-based software that allows you to, still bring in JPEGs and PNGs and arrange them. If you, just like Canva, where Canva doesn't have a fade option, just like Silhouette. People will use basically fade bars, like others have created them, like in Photoshop. They're transparent. Their PNGs, they'll just bring those in and they'll just put like a bunch of them on there to create like this faded look on certain things. So this is going to be the same thing because you're going to bring in that PNG. So it's a standalone graphic designing software. It's meant to be vector based. So whether you use a Cricut, a StarCraft Solo, if you have a Caesar machine, some of their softwares are not very intuitive. You can't really do a lot of customization in it. There have been some updates to Leonardo, and I'll be going through that in September. But they're still not at like the level of like for that to be like one whole ecosystem, and for it to be the software for a cutting machine, which some people will consider a craft cutting machine. It offers a lot. Some people like to say, oh, it's not professional. If you have a business, you should not be using Silhouette Studio. Then you must not know about graphic designing softwares, my dear, because it has some of the same features. Contrary to popular belief, you are designing in high resolution, because if you save it in SVG format, you save it in PDF format. Now, I'm not a big fan of how Silhouette kind of saves when it comes to JPEGs and PNG sometimes, which is why I will use a program like Illustrator or Photoshop to save it as a PDF, open it in one of those, or any other program that can open up a PDF and then be able to save it. People think Procreate is a good thing to use, but even with Procreate, it's made for an iPad. An iPad screen is only so big. Like, it's really not ideal for creating 6 foot, 8 foot banners because of the resolution. It's max resolution. So that's, a lot of people think that it's a great one because there's no machine connected to it. Although there are several machines connected to Silhouette Studio, I want you guys to know that it is, at the end of the day, a graphic designing software, and it does not matter which machine that you use. Whenever you are purchasing SVGs to use with your Cricut machine, that's being designed in a software like Silhouette Studio. I have trained so many people who have businesses now where they sell their files on their website, on Etsy, and in different places, and they create them right in Silhouette Studio. I have files on my website under HSINK Digital that were designed in Silhouette Studio, and I sell them and people are able to use them. All of my logos were designed in Silhouette Studio. Even with like this one, my 365 Creative Academy logo, the lock and all of that stuff. That one with all of the offsets and layers and all this apple designed in Silhouette Studio. So don't sleep on it. I'm just telling you, don't sleep on Silhouette Studio. Give it a chance, especially if you want to get into designing and you're a little bit intimidated by the other softwares, or simply just don't have the funds for some of those other softwares. Some of them are a one-time fee, but even with the one-time fee, you may not be in a position to pay that one-time fee. Silhouette Studio is absolutely free to download and use, and you can do a lot. Like, people tell you, oh, you need Biz Edition. Biz Edition doesn't really have a lot of things that affect how you design. You can do a lot with just the free version. Okay. Hold on one second. My 12-year-old, I swear. Okay, so let's see. You are very welcome. I wish they had layering areas to help separate the layers. There is a layer option, and you can put them on separate layers. It just doesn't show a picture. So there are layers. There's a layer option in Silhouette. It just doesn't show pictures. I don't know what that is on your chair behind you, but baby, them colors are. Oh, this is from like 2 months ago. No, probably longer than that. I did a video. Wait, what is it? There should be two of them over here. Oh, they are both here. So I was showing the differences between using tape together sheets, which this one was just a bad example because I normally don't get the white. I don't know, maybe it was something else why I end up getting the white lines on this one because I normally don't. And then this one was using I don't know if this was like one sheet of the roll paper because I don't remember how wide this is. This may be one or two sheets of the roll paper. But yeah, this was with art paper and ink, and it's on a microfiber towel that's, I don't think this one's not 100% polyester. I want to say this one is like 80 something percent polyester. Oh wait, you're upside down. There you go. Yeah. All done with Honestly Speaking sublimation paper and ink. Thank you for that observation. You nosy though, all up in my background. Is it the design? Wait, is it the design silhouette or sublimation? I'm not sure about, I don't understand that question. Can you reword that one, Audie? And you have 1,000. So if you want to send a request to join, you can. If you want to verbalize the question. Can you show how to use the fades and silhouette? I can. You just open it up and put it where you want. I've done that one a few times. Okay, here's the thing. If you have 4.4 or 4.5, it has the auto PNG trace. Okay, it has the auto PNG trace. When it comes to that, if you open up the PNG file, it's going to trace, or it's going to look like a big blob because it's going to cut down those transparent pixels. So you cannot use the PNG files if you are going to have, like, let's say like you have a picture of Mickey Mouse, whatever, and you like that automatic PNG trace to take away the transparent pixels. If you like that and you want to have that on, then you cannot use the PNG files. You are going to have to open up the silhouette file, and it's going to give you all of them. You're going to have to copy and paste. Because that's already saved the right way, that one will open. The automatic PNG trace will not affect that file at all. So you open up that one and then you copy and paste it into your design. It is not going to remove anything if your background is the same color, or you have a solid background and you select that background, use the dropper and sample the fade bar. Once you kind of put it over, like what's the word I'm looking for? Once you have that over like the edge of your design or whatever, it's going to look like it's blended, but that bottom edge is still going to be a sharp edge. You can use it to create your own gradients, and you're just going to crop a bunch of them together. If you're doing sublimation, you want it to look like it's fading off, like just like a picture, and you want it to look like it's fading off on your white shirt and you're doing sublimation, you can put the white one over top. If you want text to look like it has a gradient, you're going to crop it. So at the end of the day, how you use the fade bars is to crop it to some sort of shape. All right. But I got to open back up. All right. So did you come back? Nope. I'm not sure if you're still there to clarify your question. I got to open up my file over here. Let's see. I use an Epson, the old school workforce printers. I personally despise EcoTanks, so I don't use them. I purchased one, and it definitely lived up to my expectations of not very much. Even the one that we had regular ink in, it still died. I mean, looking at how they were made, how much they were charging for it, looking at the specs of it, I never had high hopes for EcoTanks. it's playing on those who think that cartridges are just bad, or thinking that they're saving a whole lot of money when it comes to cartridge, like tanks over cartridges, but they back up a lot. You see a lot of that in groups. The speed was just slower than the cartridge based printers. So I've never been a fan. And I'm like, for you to kind of jack up that price that much just because of some ink, I just, it just screams very scamish to me. Not to say that the company is a scam, but it's just, they played on people's frustrations with cartridges, but being the fact they had like the 3-color, you didn't really have that issue. Like, I guess, just moving with technology and making tank printers, but I can't stand them. So I personally use a Workforce. I have 2 in storage that if something happens to the ones that I have, I can go and pull those out and use those because that's how much I love them. I cannot wait for them to come out with a new set of Workforce printers. Probably have like another good 2 years before they drop another one. I'm hoping that they change the cartridges. I can't stand that extra row of pinwheels because they use the large cartridge. It has an extra row of pinwheels. Absolutely cannot stand those things. So I'm hoping that the next wave of Workforce printers, they omit that crap because it sucks. So I use an old school Workforce. You can't find those anymore. Oh, wow. Really? I mean, you can always take it to a print repair shop to see. I'm not sure if it'll be worth it financially, but you can always see what they can do to help bring it back to life. All right, let's present. You guys can continue to ask your questions. Share screen. You don't have to wait until I answer one question to ask your question. I have the Workforce 7310 and one for sale you've never used. Okay. Yeah, the newer ones, some people don't like them because you do have to change out the chips on them. Getting the third part, like that's if you want to use it for sublimation, you have to, with the refillable cartridge, you have to use the chips. And the black ink, if you're using it as a regular printer, the black ink kind of smears and it scrapes. You can literally scrape it off on glossy. So most people don't like that. So they'll use the refillable cartridges and order our pigment ink. But yeah, you do have to change out the chip. It's still cheaper than buying Epson cartridges. So all right. I think this is the one that has like all of the bars. These I'm just gonna bring down. Ah, come on. Oh yeah, Dios míos. I had too much stuff open. Yeah. Actually, I should have known because earlier today when I was doing the design for these decals I had to make, it was acting slow. So uno momento. Okay, let's open that up. Oh, it's still opening. Hold on. All right. So when you open up that file, it's going to come like this, and you're just going to see a whole bunch of colors. So let's do like this. Let's go over to our downloads. Let's bring in. Here, let's bring in strawberry shortcake. Oh, I didn't say. Girl, I meant to bring you over here. Uh-oh. Where'd she go? I meant to drag and drop you over here. Ah, she's not a real PNG. That's okay. She's not a real PNG. Which I should have known because I saw the checkerboard. All right, so we're just going to come over here and trace her. Increase our threshold, trace and attach. All right. Send to the back. All right, let's see. Let's bring over, I'm going to click on this one, hold down shift, this one, and this pink. I like this. Ooh. Okay, so I'm going to go copy, bring that over here, paste. I'm going to center them because I don't know where all they went. Okay, I like that one. So we're going to sample the background. Hold down shift, click here, and crop it. So now this will make her look like she's faded off, and I could put text. Uh-oh,365.com. Okay, so I can use that to kind of cover up the bottom of it instead of having that like that. If I only wanted to do, let's say, just the bottom there, I'm going to duplicate that back in front and crop it. Okay. If I wanted to take this and I'm going to make it green, and then I'm going to take my, okay, none of these really match. I'm going to have to adjust it some. Okay, that's as close as I'm going to probably get that without doing team too much. I'm going to shrink this down, stretch it across this font, highlight it, copy it, crop it, make it a compound path, paste in front. Ooh. Send all that other stuff to the back. There we go. There is the pink fade on top of the green. I can even make that, I'm going to make this a different color just so you can see it better. I'm going to make that black. Align it to the bottom. Hey. Why are you not lining up? Oh, because that's still in text mode. That's why. But there you go. So it's a lot of different ways you can do that. Which Silhouette app is this one? I'm not sure what you mean. There's only one Silhouette Studio. There's only one. Now, there's different versions, but what I did here can be done in any version. You can do what I just did in the free version also, but there's only one Silhouette, Silhouette Studio. There are different, there's different versions like 4.3, 4.4, 4.5, but they still look the same. They may just have like additional things like automatic PNG trace and stuff like that, but it's all still the same. And you can do what I just did here all the way back to, some say sublimation. There is no such thing as a Silhouette Studio for sublimation. It's just a design software. Whether you use it for sublimation, I just designed these in Silhouette Studio and then saved it as a PDF file so that I can cut it on my Roland cutter. So there's no such thing, or there's no specific one for sublimation. It's just Silhouette Studio. A lot of people like to use it to set up their sublimation designs and to be able to print from it because it allows you to resize things, but there's no, it's not just for sublimation because it's really made for cutting anything that you can cut on their machines. But I teach it as an actual graphic designing software. I made it home and your solution worked like a charm. Awesome. And then now that I'm over here, I'll kind of show that in, so let's go. $11 by $17. All right, so I'm going to make the line color red on this, but I'm going to change this color. I'm going to go like this, and I'm going to make that point size, not even 1, I'm going to make it 0.5. Okay, I'm also going to do this and no color. And we're going to make the line color on these a different color. Let's just make it purple. And then over here, I'm going to make this line color teal, but I'm going to tell it to print the lines of selected shapes. So now that I'm going to do that, we're going to go over to print. I don't have that print preview like for Silhouette Studio, but you'll still see like how it's going to come out because I'm going to tell it to go to print preview for this particular printer. So cancel. I don't want to use that one. I want to use this one, preferences, and I'm going to go print preview. Okay. Oh, wait. Might want to make sure I'm on the right paper size, which I was not. Tabloid 11 by 17. Okay. Print. Edit points only come up if you double click. Hold on 1 second, guys. Okay. Sorry about that. So as you can see here, I'm gonna zoom in. So this one, even though I had a line around it, that red line does not show up. Here, because I made it 0.5, that red line shows up. Here, it was no color. I had the red line. There's nothing there. I mean, I had a purple line. Here, I had no color in it, but I had a point size around it. That one shows up. This one doesn't show up. It may end up printing a little bit better. But this right here is where you tell the machine to, like, well, in this program, you say print the lines of the selected shape. Even if it's basically 0, it will still print it. As you can see, like, it barely shows. So I don't really utilize that feature. I always add weight to it. So this is why I did them in different colors. We teach that in the 30-day training. I'm telling y'all, all these little tidbits, I don't skip over anything. They are in the 30-day training. I teach you every single tool and exactly how they work. Oh my God, I got tongue tied. The 30-day training is definitely worth it. Okay, so every time I click on an object, the edit point automatically comes up. I think I changed something. Don't remember what I did. So you, when you click on it, you have, like, if you double, come on. Well, this is text, so it's not going to come up. Let me convert to path. Well, all right, I forgot. Let's make this a make it a compound path. Because edit points will not come up if something is grouped together. Make it a compound path. So, like, if I double click on this, I have my edit points around it. If you are already in point edit mode and then you click on something else, yes, the edit points will come up. You have to come out of point editing mode in order for it not to continue to show up. So if you just click and you select something, the next time you select, it's going to be there. But at some point, you double clicked on something, and yes, subsequently, everything else that you touch will have edit points on them until you click on something like this one, where it's going to flip to the selection mode, because you don't see edit points unless it's all in one. So it has to be a compound path or just like a JPEG where you've traced it out or whatever. This one has a lot of elements that are grouped together. So it takes it away and it takes it to a selection versus edit points. I'm doing 2 left chests. I just watched you do like 5 of them. I'm still scared. I'm not going to put it in the right place. Do a practice shirt. If you don't, come on, Ms. On. You've been with me by now long enough to know that we don't recommend. If you've never done it before, you need to do a practice one. So that you understand where the placement is going to be, and then you can go from there. This is why, maybe even ordering an extra shirt comes in handy. Holding the shirt up to you or putting it on, if it's a size, if it's a size that you can wear, putting it up to you, getting, a general idea, taping it there, then measuring that once you measure it. So if you don't feel comfortable eyeballing it, then measure it, put it on, like hold it up to you or hold it up to someone, put it on a mannequin. If you don't have a mannequin, get a mannequin, put it up there, tape it, take it off so you can lay it flat, do the measurements, and then, place them from there. Okay. But you should always have, if it's something that you've never done before, if it's something that scares you, this is why it's so important, guys, to have extra shirts so that you can practice placement. I don't care if you stack 5 designs in an area. One might be a little bit higher, a little bit lower. They might be going on top of each other, but practice first to eliminate that fear. All right. Any other questions? And scared money don't make money, is what they say. And this is why we teach in pricing for profit to have extras. If you mess up, it's okay if it was an extra print. Unless it's like someone's name and you only ordered exactly the number of names, definitely let that be like the thing that you're very meticulous about. If it's more than one side, like one is a name and the other side is not, always do the side that everyone had, like it's the generic one that everyone has, and then do the name. Because if you do the name and you mess up, you don't have another one of those names. But if you mess up on, like, let's say it's like a school or something like that, if you mess up on that one, you can always just get another shirt, put that one on there, and then just be careful with the name. I don't recommend doing them at the same time for that. Like if you're not someone to where, you pretty much can do this like with your eyes closed, I don't recommend doing them at the same time. Where can you sign up for the 30-day training? On our website, shop.hsink365.com. That's where you're going to find all of our products, where you're going to find all of our classes. Once you are on the main screen, it is conveniently placed on the main page. Just kind of scroll down right here. Essentials to Silhouette Studio. Learn Silhouette Studio in 30 days. Tonight's session that is live is our pricing therapy session number 2. So we are going to address fears of rejection when you're like, you're scared that they're going to say it's too high or whatever. We're going to help continue to reinforce what you should be doing to have the right price for you and your business and your demographic. We're going to break down the pros and cons of bulk ordering versus ordering on demand for orders. So it's going to be a really great session. The Zoom room or doors open up at 6:45. We are going to start promptly at 7 o'clock for this particular session. It's under $15, guys. You cannot beat it. You can't beat it. Last session was, hopefully we don't lose power. Oh, that thunder was, that lightning was kind of crazy. My points are coming up if I click once, not sure what I did wrong, probably messed up something in the settings. So you close the program. As soon as you open it up, you click on something and it automatically goes into point edit mode. Because there's no setting to leave edit points on. Let me make sure, unless that's something with 4.4 or 4.5, they have something on that. Center of rotation, registration marks, cut to edge, always display matte, page orientation, flexi, display. No, it won't be import. Convert lines, maintain new shape. When pasting, new shape comes selected, enclosed, right click, bounding box, drag. Yeah, there's no setting for edit points to just come up. I mean, unless you happen to have this selected to where everything comes up. If this icon is selected, then you just go to your selection tool and it's going to be like that. But that's still the same thing. Once you click on it, everything will come up. So you just look at this. If it's on here, then go there. If you're here and it's still coming up, I don't know what happened with yours, or might be a glitch with the version that you're using. Yeah, I've never heard that before. Things like that, guys. Make a video. I keep saying this. Make a video, post it to the group. Why do y'all like being frustrated? Why? You guys know that my groups are here to help. All you got to do is post it. So you'll sit here frustrated versus getting the help that you need. Is it a, that you guys are embarrassed about asking the questions, screw everybody else. You want to get, because you can't inbox me. Because if you inbox me, even though you put everything there, I'm going to tell you to post it in the group. I no longer provide help via inbox. You got to post it to the group because it can help somebody else who might be afraid to ask the question. They're suffering through that exact same issue. My groups are designed to keep you from suffering, from you being frustrated and not understanding things. I need for you guys to understand that and start to post. Make a video. Y'all got your phones in your hands 24/7, or it's near you. Hold that sucker up. Talk through it. It helps you talking to people about your business. Record it and upload it to the group. Don't struggle alone. This makes no sense. You guys know the professor. You have been introduced to me. Now that you have me, you can't do the things that, you can't have the same fears that you had before. Like, you have someone that's willing to help. So you guys have to take advantage of that resource where I have free groups. I'm not even requiring you to pay to get into these groups to post and get help. You can post it in the free Facebook group, Sillaholics Anonymous or Honestly Speaking. Either one of them. And if you want to make sure that I see it, tag me personally in the post so that I get the notification. Because although I have mine set to receive all notifications, sometimes it just doesn't notify me. So make sure that you do that, okay? All right. There are no other questions on the floor. We are going to go ahead and wrap this session up. Well, good hour. Not too bad. We got a couple of questions in there. I look forward to seeing each and every one of you. Well, yeah, I look forward to seeing each and every one of you. If you are able to make it, it's less than $15. Y'all can go and buy a meal at McDonald's, go buy some Starbucks and a drink and like a pastry or something, and most likely pay more than that. It is less than $15 to attend this session. And for a lot of you, if all you ever know is like Jiffy, Amazon, Hobby Lobby, Michael's, Joann's, if that's where you're thinking that you go for your business to get your blanks and get your supplies, you definitely need to attend this session. Okay. It's no longer live, my dear. You have access. You have immediate access to all 30 days. That is our flagship course. We recorded that live in front of a Zoom audience previously. So you now get full on access to it. When we did have it live, it was at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every single day, which was not quite convenient for everyone. Now you can watch it at whatever time it's convenient to you. We don't edit anything of it. So all of the questions that people have, it's in there. It's amazing. Those who purchased it, just purchased it, will still say, I learned so much. And like in these, like they'll get to the first 3 days. I learned so much in these 3 days because I really, really break it all down. And she says, see, and the help comes quick. I will see you at 7, or you can join the Zoom at 6:45. All right, head on over to the website. It's under the therapy collection. The first one, you can get the playback for that one. Pricing for Profit is another great one. You can get that one and start working through Pricing for Profit. Some of the points that we talked about in that will be in smaller sessions. If you want to be able to attend live, we're breaking that up. But Pricing for Profit. Today was scheduled to be the last day, only because tomorrow is actually the 1st. And might be paid. For some of you guys were probably waiting. Hopefully you've already budgeted out and know what you have extra disposable income or disposable funds from your paychecks and what you'll have tomorrow. So we may consider stretching that, because today's will be the last day. Today's the last day of August, the last day of HS Ink month, and all of the promos were due to expire tonight. You have buy one, get one 50% off on all classes. All of HS Ink products right now are 20% off, not just 8.5 by 14 of my 17, all of them, because we had HS Ink Day on Monday. If you buy any HS Ink product, you can do BOGO. So buy one, get one. Buy any HS Ink product, get a class for 60% off. So I think those are the 3 promos that are available to you right now in honor of HS Ink month. At the very late, right now, just know that it's due to end tonight. Okay, 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. May let it roll over till noon, like midday on the 1st. After that, they're gone. There won't be any discounts for the remainder of the year. We don't do Black Friday, Cyber Monday. That's for the big stores. We don't do those. So yeah, that will be the last discount for the year. All right. Until next time, guys, have a great one. Continue to unlock your creativity and be incredible. Peace.